Hello, sports fan. This is Steven here with Sports Choice Plus. I'm bringing you a very special breakdown. Will the Minnesota Vikings offense be carried by Kevin O'Connell? Before I get right into that, I want to make sure that you're subscribed to the YouTube channel so you can get all the updates and all the breakdowns. Without further ado, let's get right into it. With this season coming up, this is a very important season for the Minnesota Vikings. Not only do you have the most expensive wide receiver in the league in your team, and well-deserved by Justin Jefferson, but you also have one of the biggest starts franchise-wise, resets. And you got to think with essentially them having JJ in the draft and also getting Dallas Turner to fall to them as they did. The Minnesota Vikings had one of the best drafts without having to really move around in a long time. And you got to think for the standpoint of the offense, Kevin's offense is very complicated. When you think about the schematic scheme and how they're able to move people around, essentially Justin Jefferson and Jordan Addison are going to be moving all around the field. They're going to be in space. They're going to have times where they're doing free releases. And this is going to set up well because when the Minnesota Vikings essentially made a big pickup of Aaron Jones, you're essentially seeing a speedster come in. Aaron Jones, when he's healthy, is a speedster that can catch out the backfield. That gives you a soft set of hands that can also block. So from the standpoint of having a rookie quarterback, possibly, and having a running back that can protect them, having a wide receiver that's essentially elite, you got to think this is setting up and having, if TJ can come back healthy, if Hockenson can come back healthy, that's going to add another layer to this offense. Minnesota Vikings have a formidable offensive front. And you got to think these are names that we know, names that have produced. And you got to think Jordan produced big while JJ was down. While Justin Jefferson was down last year and struggling with injuries, he showed you just how well he could be a number one or a 1A to Justin Jefferson. So you got to think from the standpoint, beating double teams, getting open, getting the tough catches where you have somebody draped over you and you're still able to get that catch radius in and pull in passes. This is what the Minnesota Vikings are looking for. And I think with this offense, him having the play calls and having the final decisions on play calling, it's going to be pressure on the head coach, but he's going to have to find a way to get these guys open because they can do it. They have a lot of athletic talent and ability. And you got to think that defense is getting a resurge kick as well with the picks and moves that they've made. I think the Minnesota Vikings are in tune to have a great season. I think that it's tough because in the NFC North, you got a lot of talent. You have a lot of new faces, a lot of similar faces as well, but you have a lot of offensive schemes and offensive gurus and guys that are used to be putting in good positions, whether it be wide receivers, running backs, tight ends, offensive linemen. So I think this is a good thing for them. I think Minnesota's going to have a puncher's chance to win the NFC North because the Bears have a chance, the Vikings have a chance, the Lions have a chance, and you got to think the Packers are even impressive as well. So none of these teams look like bad teams on paper, and I think that playing on Sundays is going to be tricky because these teams may knock each other out, essentially because they have that well of a balanced team. So I'm picking the Minnesota Vikings to have a great season. I think the offense is going to carry them with their head coach. And I think that the play calling is going to separate them a little bit from other teams in the NFC, and they possibly could make a playoff berth with the wild card. So Minnesota Vikings fans, get in the comment section. Let me know what you think about the offense. Let me know what you think about the team, the signing of Justin Jefferson, and all the pieces as well. Definitely check out Sports Choice Plus on the YouTube platform, and we'll see you on the very next video.